probably seen my video on how to be a gracious guest, and I teach you how to put together tulips for a gift, leave behind gift when you're going to go to someone's house for dinner. I'm going to do tulips again today and just kind of give you an update. This is like 2 years newer, okay? But we're going to be doing fresh flowers throughout the house. I love the color of these tulips. It's this gorgeous orange color. I just thought, oh, that'd be so pretty and kind of springy feeling. My son is having a baby boy, well, his wife is, but you'd think it was both of them. And so we're doing the colors that they're doing their room in. The baby's room is, the walls are painted a dark gray. It's very hipster, if you know what I mean. My son is a musician, so he and his wife have very good taste, and they're real fun in the way they like to decorate. So they've done the dark gray, and we're going to do a lot of white, so we've decided to do that here at the party too. So I'm going to show you how I put together a tulip arrangement, and it's really simple. Ready? I'm going to show you. Key to doing a good floral arrangement, particularly tulips, is the vessel you put it in. This one has a particularly wide mouth, which I would normally not use, but I'm kind of low on my small-necked ones because I've given them away as gifts. These particular tulips are very hardy. They're thicker and larger even in the stems than the white and the yellow ones were, so I thought this would be the perfect container for this. So let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to fill up the vessel with water, and we're going to put a pack of this floral stuff in it. If you've seen my other video, you know that if you don't have this floral stuff, you can smash up an aspirin and put it in the water, and it will elongate the life of your flowers. Once you get the container with the water in it, you just take this, cut it off, add it to the water, stir it. And here's the important thing, is how you prep these flowers. We're going to cut the ends off of every one of these, but I want these to be as long as possible, so I'm just going to cut off maybe like 1/2 inch off each one. But watch how easy this is to arrange flowers. Literally, you drop them in no particular order. At least this is how I do it. Once I get them in, I can kind of play with them, but I really don't get into major arranging until I get them all done. Now some of these are kind of sandy. I'm going to wash them off. I think I'm going to wash all these right now, actually. Aren't those pretty in there? Very springy. And I'm going to open the second container of flowers. Now, this is probably, since we have 2 things of tulips, the size of this neck is probably not going to be an issue. If you only had 1 bunch, you kind of really do want a smaller neck at the top of your vase. Otherwise, have you ever seen those vases, you know what I'm talking about? They go like that. If you have a vase that goes like this. But when you put your flowers in, they just all go like this and nothing stays in the middle. It takes a lot more flowers. So we shall see how this works. You know, this would make such a pretty Easter arrangement. Don't you love spring? After the winter, it's so nice to see the colors blooming. The amaryllis in my backyard are starting to bloom. That's so exciting. Although today it's raining in San Diego. You know me, I love rain, right? I love it. So my neck here is now starting to get full. So I'm going to, and see, I just really put these in here really naturally. I'm not getting all fussy about how they're arranged. Although at the moment I look a little fussy, don't I? You can also look at it and decide you have too many leaves going. If you do, you can just go in and sort of pull some of them out. So this is kind of an earthy version. Very natural. Looks like you just went for a walk in the garden. Okay, so what do you think? Isn't that cute? Now, kind of take a look at it from all the different directions. Make sure it looks good from every side, because I'm not sure if this is going to be against a wall. I really am not sure where I'm going to use this yet, but I'll show you before the party starts how it all turns out. So I think that's kind of cute. And let me just tell you, as this day, here's another tip to keep in mind. When you're going to have a party and you want your flowers to look amazing, don't do your flowers the day of your party, do them the day before. For one thing, it makes a huge mess, which is a bummer, but it gives your flowers a chance to open, and then they look more real. So here's the orange one, and Here's the white one that I did just before that. And now I also have yellow. So look how pretty that's going to be. Yummy. All right, I hope you learned something. I have one more plant thing I want to show you. Remember how I put the Gerber daisies in the dirt? Well, I have this tall one. So I had Jessica stop and get some more potting soil. We're going to fill it up with that first. Then we're going to put this pot in at about that height. Ooh, that's going to be cute. All right, so we have this potting soil. Hopefully it'll look similar to what they already have in there, I hope. All right. Whoa! I just had my house cleaned too. Great. Gosh, it's hard to get just the right amount of dirt. It's kind of a guessing game, really. All right, so again, you just sort of loosen up the dirt on the pot. Let's just see. Okay. A little bit more. There. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay. What a mess. All right, so now I'm just going to water it. Put a little bit more water in there and hope that the dirt's kind of mixed with each other so it doesn't look like I have a two-toned soil thing going on here. I think that's going to work. So see where it looks different here in the soils? I'm just going to try to mix it up a little bit there so it's not such an abrupt line. I don't know. I could be killing this poor thing for all I know. I guess the bottom line to what I'm showing you here today is just be creative. You know, I haven't done any of this before. I'm just making it up as I go. It's based on availability of containers and what I like and don't like. So I think it's going to be really cute. And it's definitely going to be different. And some of you who are horticulturists can leave a comment and tell me that all that poking I did at the roots is killing it. I figure it'll live longer than any of the fresh tulips, which will only last a few days anyway, right? As long as it lasts long enough for the shower. It looks good when my guests get here. That's what I care about. I think that's pretty darn cute. So maybe you could come up with some creative ideas of things that you can do based on the containers that you have that are just different than anything. You know, try something different you haven't seen before. Who cares? It's a plant. You're not going to... It's not like it's rocket science. I love it. So let me show you how this looks. Basically, we have, for my potted plants, my Gerbers, I have this. A little square pot, small round, and my tall. Just even the three of those stacked together would be adorable. So cute. All right, I hope you like that.